Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Hey, fuck you. Okay, really fuck you.
I was completely sideways on the front stretch.
As I was starting to respawn, I got nailed by a sink sandwich chip.
That was Travis.
Is this when I message?
Oh, it was Travis.
Oh.
He gone. Is this when I message or mention on the air that all comments made by drivers in race are not a comment made by the broadcast company?
Hell yeah.
There's a reason why I always put no, not for kids on the YouTube stream. That's funny.
How's your day going?
What's that?
How's your day going?
Good. The new route's been awesome. Got the practice up and running. Just letting you guys run laps. Just watching. Whoever wants to watch can watch, and yeah. How's everything on your end?
Hell yeah, pretty good. No complaints. Are you on like your own route now? You're done swing driving then?
I am done swing driving. I'm on my own route. Get up at 5 a.m. every morning. Been home pretty much every day by about 5 p.m.
Nice. Damn, that's a long day.
Well, it's not as long. I mean, the first 2 hours I drive about 35 minutes down, grab the freight, drive 30 minutes back, 30 to 35 minutes back, and there's an hour work. We've just been heavy. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Right. It's only gonna get heavier here.
Yeah.
Cyber is probably gonna be crazy for you guys.
I think the rest of this year is going to be crazy. But, you know, I'm learning the area already pretty much without a map, so I've got that down, which is good, so.
Nice.
Beating you to it.
So if two alcoholic sponsored beverage trucks are hitting each other, is that alcohol abuse?
Looks like it.
Just a thought. You guys might be able to help me with this question. If two alcoholic beverage trucks are hitting each other, is that alcohol abuse?
I think so.
Maybe not.
Chris, you in the session there?
I actually am streaming and letting everybody hear the F-bombs that are being dropped on the air.
Okay, what's my paint?
This Mr.
23.
23. Well, so far I've seen about 15 of you running the same paint. And
Well, that's good.
you know, and apparently I need to talk to Travis about this rule because in NASCAR you can't have the same colored numbers, unlike all of you. Earlier I saw a red, black, and white 99 hit a red, black, and white 23. At least Zach went white, black, and red on his number.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got custom numbers.
See, here's the thing. My truck stands out, so points penalty should go to the 99, the 48, and the 23.
Hey, I got black rims though.
There's your difference. I got 22s.
This track is really weird how it plays out.
Very
The
long
turns
corners.
are like the turns drive differently.
Yeah, they do.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
believe it or not, you come uphill a little bit. Going into
Off of
coming out of
2,
turn
isn't it?
2, yeah, and then downhill off 4.
No, I don't think so.
You got to run the middle. There's a seam there you got to find, and I can't remember where it's at.
Yep, I think I just found it.
Oh, quick time.
Because once you find it, you're gonna go.
The lazy
Yeah, I don't know
fat.
what's up with that spec map.
I still see like a Guggen spec map.
Oh, I see Guggen on the screen too.
How about mine? Mine's fine.
I don't know. My cameras go random. There's the Guggen truck. I can see all that. The Aced, I think that is. Racing Guggen truck.
Howdy.
Howdy!
How the fuck is you on a 5?
Oh, there's a... Thank God I put no kids involved on this stream. But I'll leave you guys alone. Because yes, I am streaming and got the... We're all just sitting there talking to each other. This is my version of practice. We all just talk to each other and have a good time.
Why not?
So what other information do you guys need about Nashville? I mean, I gave you everything I know.
I was just curious if it was like open to anyone, first come, first serve, blah, blah, blah. So I'm good to go. You said it's open to anyone, right?
Yeah, open to anyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it late models or super late models?
Soups. It's the actual All-American 400 just on iRacing. I mean, if you don't know about that race, it's an actual event in Nashville.
Yeah, I've seen that on YouTube a couple times.
Four sets of tires, one set per 100 laps, pretty much. Track's
Yeah,
bumpy as all get out.
Around here, we do like a lot of 250s, and they have 2 sets. So if they wreck, and they can come back and put that on, and then they have a set for every 125 laps.
Nice.
No fuel.
Well, street stocks, you're going to need fuel, probably. Or
Yeah,
not
probably,
street
but-
stocks, super late. I'm sorry. Street stocks, you won't, probably.
Probably not.
I did host a street stock race Sunday night at Nashville on the mini course. We were three-wheeling it every corner.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, considering at North Wilkesboro, you're doing flips.
In the street stocks?
Yeah, when it first came out.
Oh. Kyle Carroll's getting a lot of airtime for not good reasons.
For crashing too much.
Pretty much. Alright, y'all have fun.
Kyle, some of us are like trying to practice, man. It's the second time I've seen you like spun around at the start finish line.
These guys are LOL. Alright, I'm muting myself now, so enjoy. I'll be back here in a little bit for the qualifying and stuff. About 20 minutes. In August of 1992, Hurricane Andrew worked its way through South Florida, unfortunately destroying the town of Homestead, the surrounding areas, the city of Miami, and so much more. But as they say in life, sometimes something bad can turn into something good. And that's what happened in 1995. Lo and behold, a ground from some destroyed land from Hurricane Andrew turns in to the Homestead-Miami Speedway. And that is where we are this evening for the final race, the finale here of the Great Lakes Truck Series. Welcome to the championship race here at Homestead-Miami Speedway here on Captain TV. I am the Captain, Chris Scala, with you. Welcome to tonight's final race of this first season of broadcasting on Great Lakes, for the Great Lakes Truck Series, I should say. And tonight, a simple mile and a half. I shouldn't use the word simple because it's not so simple. Yeah, it's a regular oval unlike most mile and a half tracks, but this track, it's a whole heck of a lot different. This thing, multiple banks from 18 to 20 degrees. You'll see multi-groove racing tonight, a very wide track, and just a lot of fun tonight as we get ready for the final 167 laps, the longest race of this season, 250 miles around this mile and a half track. Now, tonight, of course, we crown a champion, and looks like we got a little bit of a lighter field. Right now, only 11 cars have made the appearance at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. Hopefully, they're not stuck out on the Florida Turnpike in traffic trying to get to the track. But with that said, it's going to be a very, very tight race as we get closer to crowning the first champion of the Great Lakes Truck Series. Taking a look at the point standings as we move that out of the way. And you'll see it right here on the screen. This is fresh off the website, GreatLakesSimRacing.com. Keith Calhoun leads the points by 52 over Zach Allman. And, of course, this is the old-school NASCAR points format, which means that each position is 5 all the way down to a certain position, which I know is past 11. So each spot tonight right now is going to be 5 points. So technically, Keith Calhoun could lose the championship tonight. Now, he would have to finish dead last pretty much, or even 10th, and Zach Allman would have to pretty much lead every lap and then win the race to do so. Now, Christopher Dean, technically, he has a shot at the championship still. Dylan Glass, well, he might be one of those guys stuck on the turnpike right now because he is not here. So right now, if it goes the way it could go, we have a 3-man race tonight for this championship. So it should be a fun race here, though. This evening, Homestead is a very, very fun track. And we got just a couple minutes left here in practice as we get ready for the race here. Got about a minute and a half. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a minute here. And I think Zach Allman is pulling out on the track here right now. So we're actually going to watch a lap. And I'm going to talk you through a lap here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. One track that I've had plenty of good runs and plenty of not so good runs. So Zach Allman, you see how wide this track is. You want to run the middle, the high groove. Sun's going to be setting there off of turn 4. You come off of 4 down the front straightaway. You want to have it up against the wall because obviously the more corner you have in the truck, the more speed you scrub off. Letting off the throttle down to about 150 or so mile an hour. Want to run above that little colored line there. It goes from a lighter shade of gray to the darker shade. That is where the banking transition is, and you want to obviously be above that. Bring her down here into turn 3 and 4. You can drive it pretty deep into the corner. You see him straddling that line. That is another fast way to get around here. Get it up against the wall there, and that's just a simple mile and a half lap right here around Homestead. You're not going to see laps like you do at Charlotte or Texas and Atlanta Motor Speedway because the tires do wear out pretty quickly at this track, but what you will see is some multi-groove, very fast racing tonight as the sun starts to set in South Florida, and we will get some racing done here. So we're going to watch qualifying. We'll get the qualifying stuff all set up here, and we'll get you ready for what they're about to do here literally in less than 5 seconds. They're going to switch over to qualifying mode. You'll see the trucks disappear, and we will go. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday evening here as we start off 3 straight nights of broadcasting here on Captain TV on YouTube. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. But tonight, of course, is the Great Lakes Truck Series. Tomorrow night, the Short Track Super League. And then Friday night, the Captain Invitational for the race of September. It will be the All-American 400 at Nashville. That I am looking forward to, and I know we're going to have a lot of people, I think, showing up to that race because I've talked to a lot of people. I've promoted the race a lot, and I expect a good turnout this evening. All right, first truck going out on track here. This man's been showing off multiple paint schemes tonight. This year, I should say. Sam Barnes, the 22 here. We'll watch him. Looks like I'm counting 6 trucks out on track, 7 trucks right now. And you'll see, as always, the times across the bottom of how they're doing. But we'll watch Barnes cross the line. He'll be first here to take the green flag of 2 laps. And remember, in this series, it is 50% fuel, so cut the fuel distance in half, and then 4 sets of tires to get to the finish. So tonight, definitely going to be interesting. 4 sets of tires to get you 250 miles, plus the 50% fuel. You're definitely going to use all the tires up in this race, likely. So Sam Barnes going to be the first one across the line here. He'll set fast time here for the literally second or so. We'll see if he holds on to it. First one across the line. Sam Barnes runs a 33.003, and there you see some other laps. Chris Evans to the top as everybody comes across the line. Ike Cavacci, 33.1. Christopher Dean to the top. That's going to be it for him. Let's see, Evans going to try to put a second lap in here. Everybody off time pretty much for the most part. Zach Allman up to second. Yeah, mostly everybody going slower on their second lap. Kyle Carroll's out on the track right now. And Dean's got him by 2/10. Oh, and Kyle Carroll knocks the wall down. And that's going to likely wrap it up unless, let's see, Lucas Joseph coming out on track right now. We'll watch his lap. And we'll go ahead and, let's talk to the man who, as of right now, is going to be the pole sitter for the race. That'd be the Mean Dean machine. Oh, and Lucas spins her out. Hey, Chris, you got a copy, buddy? Well, we're watching Lucas, unfortunately, lose it off turn 4, and Noah run their qualifying laps here. But right now, you're P1 by a whopping 2/10 of a second. Where'd that lap come from? Anything you've learned in the, as Noah gets within about a 10th of you, 10th and a half, but great lap by him. Anything you learned out here in practice that can help you tonight get that victory? And tonight you go 250 miles around this track. This is definitely the longest race of the year. How do you save your tires so that you don't use the allotment of tires you have with the number of pit stops you'll have? There you go. Hey, that's kind of the way it goes, because usually when you plan something, it never goes well. So just go out there and wing it, right? Well, hey, Chris, looks like you're going to be on the pole here for the race, so congratulations on that, and maybe that could be the omen to get you in victory lane tonight. Absolutely. Christopher Dean going to be the pole sitter officially tonight in the finale here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Now, next season, we will be here again for the series, the truck season. They'll take about a 2-week vacation, and then they're going to come back, and October the 11th will be the first race back at Talladega. And got a lot of different races on the schedule for this season for season 2, I should say, for the series. Again, Talladega coming up. I saw a race at Belle Isle, believe it or not. So they're going to do a truck race on a street circuit. Looking forward to that. Going back to Eldora, I saw, and so much more. So definitely going to be some fun racing coming up here next season in season number 2 of the Great Lakes Truck Series. Take a look at the starting lineup for the race as they start the grid on pit road. There you see them all right there. Christopher Dean, Noah Maori going to start second. Zach Allman, Chris Evans, third and fourth. Keith Calhoun, he'll start fifth alongside Chip Parks. Sam Barnes, the Illinois driver, will start seventh alongside Travis Icavacci. Lucas Josephson, J.D. Green, and Kyle Carroll, the 11 starters you will see in the race this evening, which again will be 167 laps and 250 miles. Let's see. I'll talk to somebody else real quickly here. Oh, we got an opportunity. You know what? I haven't spoke with him all day, or all year. Equal opportunity employer here. Sam Barnes, it's Chris Scally. Get a copy. Well, I'm just trying to go through. I'm like, all right, I want to give everybody a chance this season. It's been a fun first season here to be a part of on my end of Captain TV with the Great Lakes Truck Series, and you're probably one of the few that I haven't had a chance to talk to on the air. So I figured, why not? Let's bring Mr. Barnes up here and have a good time with him for a minute here while you guys grid. Talk about the practice you got. How you feeling about that 22 truck? Well, a couple good Daft Punk songs. You're going to get on the track one more time. And who knows, you may just get lucky at the end and win this race. Do you feel that you could do it? Looking forward to the street circuit. All right, Sam, well, good luck in this race, and go get them. That is Sam Barnes there. Out of all the tracks he picks, he said Belle Isle's the one he looks forward to. That makes a lot of sense. All right, pace car going to pull off here 167 laps, 250 miles around the Homestead-Miami Speedway as we crown a champion tonight. Let's go. Travis Icavacci did not go back there. Already in the middle of 3 wide here, but we go off into turn number 1 and 2. You're going to notice a lot of trucks looking the same. The 48, the 18, the 23, the 48, pretty much the one difference is the 18 truck has white numbers. Right off the bat, Dean and Noah Maori filling in for Alan Best again tonight. Bringing them off turn 4. Lap number 1 going to go to the man who started on the pole, Christopher Dean there. As you see Maori back to the inside here. You know, a couple nights ago we showed that all-star race to you, and you saw the speed that they had down the straightaways. You're not going to see that much here. This is more of a momentum, and I mean, though they're going fast, they're not going Charlotte fast. So Dean going to lose the lead to Maori, and here comes Allman to the inside. Allman going to try to take that second position. Meanwhile, Calhoun back there under attack from Sam Barnes. As the lights have come on, usually these races go 2 times the Earth time, I guess we'll call it. I don't really know what the actual terminology would be. But basically, if it's 8 o'clock, basically usually 30 minutes, it's 8:30. Well, here, if it's 8 o'clock, within 15 minutes, it's 8:30, if that makes sense. As you saw, Miori kind of catch the wall there going into turn 1. I've done that one so many times. You get just trying to get that angle into the corner, and that safer barrier just kind of reaches out and grabs you, like right here in turn 3. It can do it too. That's going to make that 52 very tight. Looking at your champion, or could be champion, I should say. He's not there yet. Got to finish the race. Got to kind of burp that throttle just a little bit. On board with the Ace Racing truck. Now, you see a little bit of the Guggen there. That's his other sponsor. I think it's spec issues or something going on there. You see how tight these trucks are with the low fuel mileage as we got a battle for the lead up here. Zach Allman, the man who has won the last 3 races, going for 4 in a row tonight. Doing everything he can to get a championship for himself. Now there are points, bonuses throughout the race. You get bonus points for leading a lap, bonus points for the most laps led, just like the old NASCAR points format. So that could help him here if Keith were to have a bad run. But you pretty much see all 12 trucks. 11 of the 12 right here within. Oh, and Dylan Glass snuck into the race here. So yeah, I told you he got stuck out there on the Florida or the Turnpike or Alligator Alley or something. But he's made his appearance out here and started 10th. Or make that 12th. He started last. Ike Cavacci going to make the pass here on J.D. Green. A Ninja Turtles truck going to fall back. Sam Barnes starting to fall back also. Chip Park's in there in that 30 truck. The draft playing a big role here so far as we're 7 laps about to complete lap number 8 here. You just see the different racing you got at this track. I mean, one truck down at the bottom, one in the middle, one at the top, all the different banking, degrees of banking that you have in each corner. Let's go back to the front. Noah was going to make a move there, had to get back in line. Here comes the 48 at Dean. And he's going to clear him. That 52 is not giving up the fight. Packed house here, Homestead, to watch these guys finish it out tonight. Trucks working their way up there to the top of the track is where Calhoun is. You got Ike Cavacci there. Look at this fight back here, gaggle trucks. Well, these guys just will not stay in line. They're going everywhere. It's great racing so far. Now, next season, when we get out here on the track here in a couple of weeks, we're looking to add some new features that you're going to see here potentially on Captain TV. Hopefully, we'll be able to announce that in the next week or two and when we get back on the air on the 11th of the 11th of October. No, that's a Sunday. Whatever that Wednesday is, it's the 14th. That'll be the first race of the season. I only know that because the 11th is my wife and I's anniversary. So I'm like, wait, that's on a Sunday. As Dean trying to get the lead from his teammate now. Evans has worked his way up to third, so a 1-2-3 lead right now for the teammates. As Dean, as you hear the crowd getting on their feet, as Chris takes the lead as of now. Zach not totally giving it to him. Should be able to slide up right here. And he does. But as always in Homestead, you get such the wide track is you get that chance to cross over because you get such the momentum off the corners and you're able to slide right up in front. This time Allman can't do it. So Dean officially clears for the lead here at lap number 14. He goes to the front. Meanwhile, Ikavachi, scraping the wall, Homestead stripe. I know that's technically not a term, but it works. All right, here comes Glass, the man who started without practice and all. Dead last on the field, bringing that DuPont Pepsi truck to the inside. Dueling 25s. Let's go on board with the boss man here. Probably breaking now into the corner a little bit with these trucks getting tight. Should be able to go probably another 5 laps or so on fuel. As a matter of fact, I'll turn the audio on here and see if we can hear the trucks when they plan to pit. Very heavy braking. Meanwhile, you see it up front there. Another battle for the lead. Oh, that's going to get tight. That arrow push. Allman back to the inside. Not able to clear him. This is where it gets tricky to pass. You got the older tires now. That high line becomes crucial. You almost got to hope that the guy in front of you kind of checks up early as you're side by side. It allows you to just slide up in front of him. Take a look at the lap times. That time by, you see him cross the street and everybody pretty much 34-second laps now. The fastest lap of the race is a 32.7? 32.67 actually by Zach Allman. That just shows you right there. These cars have lost already 2 seconds on 20-lap tires. Noah Mayari been subbing for Alan Best the last, 3 or 4 races. He's done a good job. He's had some tough finishes. There you see Noah started outside front row, looking to get that second position from the 18, dives it down to the bottom, down in the actual bottom of the track here. A little less baking here. And look at the run that outside line. Here, come up on the back of the number 8 there. Do you see Allman tried to slide up, had to get out of it. And that's going to lose momentum for him. The 52 will go by. As they go by Carroll there in that very heavily damaged number 8. And here we go. Pit stop's going to start. Allman coming to pit road. Or not. He missed pit road. Oh, that's huge. Lots of pit stops happening. Zach Allman missed pit road, I believe. We'll try to see what happened here. Once we complete pit stops here, we'll show what happened there. Here we go. All the pit. Oh, and Allman's. Everybody lock him up, and Dylan Glass is spun over in turn 4. Well, people not too thrilled with what was going on. But pretty much the whole entire field's on pit road, all but 3 trucks. And everybody off pit road, 14-9, 15-3, 15-3, and a 15 flat. And a whole bunch of issues coming to pit road here. Let's go back. Let's start with the issues the lap before with Zach Allman here. Comes to go to pit road. And he just too hot. He couldn't make it. So he messes up. And then a lap later, it doesn't get any better. Watch this. Everybody's coming to pit road. Allman's trying to get in there hot, make up the time he lost. He locks it up. And then the 99 makes contact with Travis, and Dylan Glass completely misses. So in the end, I think Dylan Glass will vote had the worst of that, and Ike Avachi's not far behind him in that award. It's not even an award. Well, there we go. So Christopher Dean's going to lead this race now by 0.3 over Noah Mayari. These guys spread out 2.2 over Keith Calhoun to 23 of Chris Evans there in 4th, as he's going to lose the position to Zach Allman. Matter of fact, he's going 2 for 1 and a slide job included. Those other two trucks, Kyle Carroll and Sam Barnes on pit road. Sam was the last truck to pit. He'll be coming off pit road a lap down, it looks like, here, as you lose so much time on new tires. Travis getting all that, or Kyle Carroll getting all that damage fixed, and runs in the 12th position. Let's update the weather real quickly here. You see it's 8:16 in the evening in Homestead in the month of May is when they had it set up for. 80 degrees on track right now, ambient temp of 79 degrees. Humidity at about 71%, which is about right. Humidity always pretty high in Florida. I mean, they are only sitting on the ocean, the Keys, and everywhere else down there in Homestead. So, now a couple of pit times I do want to mention here. Keith Calhoun, 8.3. J.D. Green, 8.9. Those two right there, I'm pretty sure, are on no tires. And the other reason I know that is their times are shown at 34 and 35 seconds apiece for these two right here. So Keith Calhoun did not use a set of tires. Wow, he's got some heavy rear damage. That's from the contact with Ike Avachi on pit road. So those two guys there are, I believe, on no tires. The rest of the field took a set of tires. And I believe Dylan Glass has taken his truck behind the wall, which will unofficially end his season. I believe he'll fall in the points a little bit. I hate when that happens. And we got a battle for second starting to shape up here as Dean pulls away from Allman and Maori as Allman drives her to the bottom. Let's see if he slides it through. That's when you bring it up the track. There you go. Pass complete. Move him to second. No truck sound. What? Uh-oh. No, that's not good. I'm sorry about that. Thank you. My apologies for that. So the first 32 laps, no audio. I turned it off to do the introductions and stuff and didn't turn it back on. Well, Evans and there's Calhoun. Just trying to get through this run on the old set of tires. I feel bad now. I thought everything was going well. Travis is going to yell at me now. Oh, that was a scrape. Homestead's a lot like Darlington. It's like a wider version of Darlington. I mean, you got to run that top groove, and you got to literally put it up against the fence. And Zach Allman has gone past his teammate Christopher Dean to the lead. Let's go back and see the pass. Down into turn one. And just like he's passed everybody else, just slides it in there and takes the lead away. So Zach Allman leads. We go back live. Dean only about a tenth or so back. Maori 1.4 back. Chris Evans about 7 back. So most of these guys ran about 25 laps on the tank of fuel, so that would line up to be a 5-stop strategy. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, carry the one. Yeah, that 150, that's 5 stops. Being a guy that grew up down in Florida, our math is not the best. Back here. Oh, look at that. 3 wide all of a sudden. Oh, Sam Barnes scraping the wall up. I saw Parks trying to get by Calhoun there, and then the lap truck of Kyle Carroll. As Keith scraping her up again. So Sam Barnes goes by for, oh, he's actually a lap down in 10th still, so Calhoun only lose one position. He's some 3 seconds back right now to the next truck in line. Let's see the pit strategies as we look here. Most of these trucks went 24, 25, 26 laps. That's all the leaders. And right now they're about 14 laps in, about halfway through the run. And again, the ones we'll have to watch here, Keith Calhoun and J.D. Green, who went 8 seconds on their pit stops, which means they did not take a set of tires. You got 4 sets in the series. As I mentioned earlier, 5 stops in the race. So there's going to be 1 stop where likely you cannot take a set of tires, if not 2 stops. But the way this series is ran with the clean racing and stuff like that, I mean, they've hardly had any cautions at all this year. Not that I'm trying to jinx it right now. Look at the last lap times. Fastest lap that time by was actually Christopher Dean. Sure, he got a little bit of draft help. But oh, Kyle Carroll is spun over in turn 4. No caution, but he has definitely grenaded that can of beer. Let's see what happened to him. Oh, he's blown it. Oh, it looks like the engine blew, and then he's just too hot. Oh, wow, that right front tire's destroyed, too. He just spins her through the grass. So Kyle Carroll, if he doesn't get back on the track, which right now looks like he's going to be a little bit on pit road, will finish 11th in the race. So the leaders have about 4 seconds on Noah Mayari. And then it's 10 seconds back to this guy, Chris Evans. Running into 4th position, started 4th, and then a great run for Chip Parks. Up there in the 5th position, he's got Sam Barnes behind him. Again, that is not a battle for position, as Sam is a lap down right now in the Daft Punk One More Time mobile. There's Lucas Josephson, the Jack Daniels Chevrolet. He's minded his P's and Q's here, running in the 6th position. Got by Keith Calhoun just a few minutes ago. There's Keith all the way back now in 7th, and oh, Christopher Dean, look out here. Whoa! More issues coming to pit road. I don't think some of these guys know you can actually enter turn 4 now at Homestead. Let's go back. Oh, there was contact here. Right there, Allman crosses. Oh, 77 to the wall. No. I think it was one of those deals where it was just some miscommunication between trucks. There's Dean on pit road now. The pole sitter of this race in trouble, unfortunately. We'll see how long he sits on pit road. As Zach Allman now with a 4.5 second lead, looking to four-peat to finish the season out. You see down there at the bottom, Green still on pit road and Dean on pit road still. So both of them getting damage fixed from that wreck. Just simple miscommunication. I want to go back and look at it again real quick here. Because that's what we're going to see here. I think you're going to see here is JD Green's going to get lapped by the 18. So usually you want to hold your own lane when you're a lap truck. So Green sees Zach, and I don't know if there was something where Zach maybe told JD, hey, I'm going to go high here, because as you see, he's got his nose high, but then Green comes up the track, which then Zach has to switch lanes, but then there you see JD making a move, and as the quote from the movie says, what we have here is failure to communicate. And you see Dean still on pit road getting that truck fixed as Allman comes to pit road. And Christopher Dean borrowing my pit crew, apparently. As usual, my pit crew's not doing much. Just going to put that out there. 4 tires and fuel for Allman, and there he goes. So look at pit times here. Allman did not take tires this time. So Allman's on the older tires. And here comes Noah to pit road. Even one of my pit crews, apparently, he's got his feet on the ground there. I don't know if you can tell. Anyways, 52 pulls away. No tires there. So the leader now is on pit road, Lucas Josephson. And Chris Evans, he was on pit road also at the same time as Allman took no tires. So everybody has come to pit road, and the top 3 you're going to see in this race have taken no tires on this stop. But Sam Barnes is still on the track, seeing if he can just happen to get lucky enough to get one of those yellow hankies. Meanwhile, Christopher Dean's still on pit road. And Chip Parks there in 6th. Now, Barnes will not take the lead in this run. He was so far back and a lap down. What he needs to do is just run this tank out as much as he can. He's going to lose more time, unfortunately, but it's the only way he's going to have a chance. And he's coming off of turn 3. So I don't think these guys know that at Homestead you can actually pit off of turn 4. I mean, that did change a while back. There used to be, I remember when I was on iRacing for the first time, it took me a while to get around there because it was always the old method on the pit road. But then they changed it a few builds back to where now you can use turn 4 to go to pit road. Travis Icavaci, he took tires on his last stop. He's going to unlap himself from the 23. Unfortunately, though, he has got some, if I'm seeing the numbers right here, about 30 seconds or so. Oh, there it is, 33 seconds to get up there to the leader. So Barnes has come to pit road, and there finally Christopher Dean leaves pit road 8 laps down in the 10th position. So what chances he had at the championship are now gone. And that's pretty much going to leave it now between Allman and Calhoun. And it's getting to the point now where something major is going to have to happen to Keith for him not to win this thing. I mean, it's easy to say, yeah, this thing's in the bag already for Keith, but there's a reason why we play the games. Did we expect the Raiders to beat New Orleans Monday night on football? No. That's why you always have to perform. Let's ride with Chip Parks. We haven't done that. As you see Calhoun going by with the tires. Parks. Not sure if he had a very quick stop. 12.2. I'm not sure. According to lap times, he did not take tires. So I'm assuming he must have maybe just had a slow, no tire pit stop. Oh, you got to be careful. That truck, ooh, that thing was pushing. At Red Buffalo Brewing Company. Should mention, if you get a chance, check out GreatLakesSimRacing.com. The website there got so many great features. Driver bios on there. The schedules and things like that. And if you're looking to be a part of this league next year, want to join a pretty fun truck league. I mean, I enjoyed broadcasting all the races this year. We'll be back in Season 2, but you can do so. They race every Wednesday night right here at this time. Next season will start 2 weeks from tonight. They'll take a 2-week break and then be back. Actually, it'll be 3 weeks then. On the 14th of October, there'll be a Talladega to start the schedule. A schedule that'll feature some short track events, another dirt race at Eldora, a street course at Belle Isle, a bumpy street course at that. Just to name a few races. I think Gateway's on the schedule I saw. Hopefully it doesn't lag on my stream as I pull up the schedule real quick. Here, I got it on the screen. Not on your screen, but on my screen. Let's see. We'll start off at Talladega, then we go to Texas Motor Speedway on the 21st. 28th, we go to Eldora. And then how about this? November 4th, Lucas Oil Raceway, the track I know as IRP. If you're an old school racer like I am, I can't believe I'm calling myself an old school racer, then you know Lucas Oil Raceway is IRP. After that, they go to Charlotte. And then Gateway, as I mentioned, Michigan, the annual, the seasonal Prehistoric Forest 200 race there that we had last season. They'll go to Belle Isle, as I mentioned, the first week of December on that road course. The Milwaukee Mile. How about that course? The legendary, the oldest oval circuit in America. Believe it or not, it's older than the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And the final race of the season, the Chicagoland Speedway next season. So instead of Homestead, we'll go to Chicago. $10-week schedule, all fixed setups, 50% fuel, limited tire sets and all. Makes the racing very good. And we have a fight now. As a matter of fact, a pass for the 5th position. Lucas Josephson has gone by the 30 at Chip Parks. Let's move him up to the 5th position. So the tires definitely playing a role now, especially with not using all your sets up before the end of this race. I'm going to send a shout out to this man right here in the 25 truck, Travis Icovanci, the man that reached out to me a few weeks ago and said, hey, man, you want to jump on board and broadcast? And ever since then, it's been nothing but a cool relationship with him, and we've worked together on some things, and we're going to continue to work together and build not only his league, but the streaming on my end. But Travis has done a great job putting everything together and putting a website together for the league. And not only that, but working a full-time job. I know all about that. Travis running there in the 7th position. Looks like he got that nose fixed. Good news there. Let's take you through the field and show you where everybody is running in this race. We start with the leader, the man working for his 4th straight win, not to mention the Floridian himself, Zach Allman. Running there in the lead as he just puts a lap on JD Green. JD now 4 laps down in 9th. Noah Mayari subbing for Alan Best. He's filled in for him the last few weeks. That 52 truck running P2. Chris Evans, the Talladega winner, won the first ever race in this season. A 23 truck running in 3rd. Keith Calhoun has come back up with the new set of tires. He sits some 20 seconds back right now in the 4th position. Looking to get Ford the championship in this race. Lucas Josephson, the 88 truck, Michigan driver, running in the 5th position. A little scrape of the wall there. Chip Parks running in 6th. He is actually on the border of getting lapped here. You see the 18 right there behind him. You're going to put him a lap down there. As I mentioned, 7th, Travis Icovanci. He is the first truck a lap down. Actually, did he unload? Yeah, he is the first truck a lap down. He's a little bit behind the leader right now on the same straightaway. Sam Barnes, a 22 truck. If I was allowed to play music, I would play Daft Punk right now, in case you've never heard of the band. Great group. Running in the 8th position. JD Green, the Daytona winner, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 77, running there in 9th. He is about to get lapped to go 5. Actually, just unlapped himself, I should say. He's now 3 down. He's went by the leader. Christopher Dean, the pole sitter, the Texas driver, unfortunately had the run-in just a little bit ago with J.D. Green. A little miscommunication between leader and lap truck. Chris running 10th now, unfortunately 8 laps down. The other 2 trucks, Kyle Carroll and Dylan Glass, going to finish behind the wall, 11th and 12th, respectively. So should see another round of pit stops here in about 5 laps. I'm going to turn the mics back on here. We'll listen to what the drivers are saying here, if they say anything. That you heard in practice earlier. Some things might get said that aren't too family friendly. You see the 2 Chris's running on track here. All running familiar paints tonight. Now, I didn't get the story behind it, but everybody running Ace Racing on their trucks from this team. This team is actually, according to Discord, I believe it's Peak. You would think I would remember that by now, but I don't remember, unfortunately. Peak Performance. I'm sure there is a story behind it. I just don't know what it is. Back here, we got a fight for position. This is actually for 6th right here. Travis Icavacci inside of Chip Parks. So the Michigander, he's past Parks, and now you see him a little bit behind the leader here, and if he can unlap himself, he'll be back on a lead lap here. We are just a little over 100 miles into the 250-mile lap race.
How many gallons is 1 can of fuel? Anyone know?
Should be 11 or 9. Actually, it's 9 gallons, I believe. 18.7 is a full tank of fuel. 2 cans divided by 2, I believe it's 9. Where's Ron Schutte when I know him? Well, I do know him, but hey, Keith Calhoun gonna be the first on pit road. Here we go at the pit stops.
Pitting.
Ron Schutte is a teammate of mine in another series. Is actually a pit crew member, or not pit crew member, but a crew member for the Austin Hill truck team. That's where I could find the answer from him, but he's nowhere to be found right now. So Calhoun again, fuel only here, so he's alternating. Tires the second stop, no tires this time. 8.6 seconds. I got to be careful getting off pit road with these things. Zach Allman on pit road. Josephson is in. Chris Evans on pit road. JD Green. You see all these guys. You got to be careful. You goose it, you'll spin it. So Noah Maori going to stay out now. He'll be the leader. There he is right there. Icavacci on pit road. He's gone fuel only 7.5, and here comes Noah. And tomorrow night we'll have the short track sim Super League at Langley tomorrow night. Be a fun if you're a short track racing fan, come watch that. And then Friday night we'll run the All-American 400 laps at Nashville. If you've not seen the new Nashville Speedway, I shouldn't say new, it's the old Fairground Speedway, but if you've not seen it on iRacing yet, come watch us Friday night. We'll start at 7 o'clock with practice, go all the way up to the race in 400 laps. Or in that little over a half-mile track. So Noah takes tires. Oh, he almost spun it off turn 2 there, but Noah takes tires, I believe, or either that had a slow stop, 12.3. So everybody, I think, right here is just saying, you know what, I'm going to hold off on a set of tires, except for a couple people like Chris Evans. He's going to be considerably faster. Chip Parks, fastest lap with a 33.18, so the strategy's all getting mixed up here, and I will do everything I can do to tell you who's on what. Watching Calhoun here. Now, I'm trying to think back. I believe Zach Allman didn't take tires the last time by either. So if that's the case, I believe Allman might be on the same set of tires from the second run, which means he has gone some 57 laps on this set of tires. I mean, lap times I'm seeing that don't seem to be right, though. Ike Avachi trying to get that lap back from Zach Allman. You see Sam Barnes coming down the warm-up lane to get to pit road. And Chip Park's right there behind the 25. That is actually a battle for sixth. I mean, if you're in Travis's shoes, you see this race likely going to the end with what we got here. And look at Parks with that super run down the back straightaway here. So Parks going to unlap himself, put himself on the lead lap now. Well, let's say with the likely run going to the finish now, you're at a situation to where you got to figure out you have likely 2 more stops in this race. And some of these drivers could be down to 1 set of tires. The other ones should be down to 2. And be able to take tires the rest of the way to get the finish. Now, what really gets interesting here is if these guys go, say, to lap 130, 135, done all the pit stops, all the tires are gone, and then you got that one guy that maybe has 1 set left, and a caution comes out. That could just throw a big old wrinkle in this thing. But this time by will be halfway, 83 laps, 83 to go. In the longest race of the season, the final race here on Captain TV of Season 1 of the Great Lakes Truck Series. Appreciate you guys watching. Next season, definitely hoping to grow more when it comes to the YouTube side of things, but also grow more with the field size for the Great Lakes Truck Series. Working on, actually, I haven't even really talked to Travis about this, but I'll throw it out there in the air. Working on probably changing my personal Twitter up to become Captain TV's Twitter. And likely going to be making a Facebook group page here probably this weekend, likely, to start growing it that way. You know, I brought back this channel, which used to be for Racers Only TV, if you remember, years ago, and then I brought it to Captain TV, and you know, I brought it back just to have fun calling some races, and I've had plenty of people reach out and ask me to broadcast. Apparently they like my voice. Okay. I appreciate that. But, you know, now it's all about growing. You know, there's something here apparently, and that's what I'm going to go for, and with that, I'm somebody that doesn't want to make it about me. I like to make it about these guys. These guys are a great group of guys that I've gotten to know pretty well, and I want to see their league succeed. Looks like JD Green had an issue trying to get to pit road here, so let's go and see what happened to. Well, that's just an interesting way of coming to pit road. I'm pretty sure JD went to try to go to the, well, maybe he missed pit road there? It's my guess. He probably missed pit road, so he just rolled around the apron here. He goes down here to turn 3, and let's see if he just, I think he went to, he just decided he was good and hang a left and hit the old Miami road course. The circuit where the IMSA cars used to race a few years ago. They used to run this circuit. A whole nother way of entering pit road right there. We got a fight for second. I thought I was seeing that right. Nope, I'm wrong. We got a battle for third shaping up between the teammates here, Evans and Calhoun. Keith has knocked off some 7 seconds off of Zach Allman's lead. And we got a battle for fifth. You saw the lights change there. Lucas Josephs and Chip Parks. So Chip going to take the fifth position away. Let's go back up here. Evans is pulled away from Calhoun. In about 10 laps, we will see another set of green flag pit stops. Have a little fun here for a second. So we're actually in the final race, as I mentioned. Hopefully it doesn't lag. If it does, I apologize. Yeah, I think it's going to lag here in a second, so I apologize for that. We'll go down here and talk about, if I can get to him, Mr. Calhoun here, who is about 75 laps from winning this championship. If I can find his bio. Does he even have a bio on here? Wouldn't that be the ultimate tease? Yeah, he doesn't. Well, I'll be darned. Or did I hit the wrong button? Oh, yeah, I hit the wrong button. There's Keith. 25-year-old from Waco, Texas. This is all on the website, by the way. You can check all this out here. It's where I'm at. It's GreatLakesSimRacing.com. I can never get that right. But Keith, favorite tracks on iRacing are Vegas, Kentucky, Talladega, Kokomo, a track I know very well. Used to live about 5 minutes from there. And Eldora. Doesn't surprise me. If you remember, he dominated the season and won that, or dominated that race at Eldora. His favorite sports teams, obviously, he's a NASCAR guy. Roush Fenway Racing, loves hockey. The Dallas Stars, who are playing for the Stanley Cup right now. Baseball, and a Texas Rangers fan. He loves TV shows and movies like Lucifer and Vikings, and he loves F1, apparently. That's a little bit about that young man there. Been on iRacing for about 4 years now. Cool looking photo there of Mr. Calhoun looking to win the championship, and we'll find out maybe here in a little bit what was for dinner. It's almost like our new segment when we talk to Keith there. So there's a little bit about the guy who leads the championship run here as we come to the finish here in just about 70 laps. Right now, though, the lead is Zach Allman's. However, right behind him is Noah Mayari, who is only 1 second back. You see lap times. Oh, somebody. Oh, Lucas Josephson had issues on coming to pit road, it looks like. Down here into turn 3, we'll watch this fight here. Might not be much of one, though. Mayari is caught. The 18. Josephson does make it back to pit road here. And for the lead. Mike Cavacci spending a long time on pit road. Not sure if something happened. The 52 gets the run off the corner and takes the lead away. So Nora Mayari filling in for Alan Best, the new leader here at Homestead on the tire strategy. Here, Travis, what is up with the 25 here? Not sure if something happened to him. Just kind of coasting in. Did he run out of gas or something? Oh, that's a sound you never want to hear. Nothing. There you see Lucas missing pit road, having all kinds of issues off the corner. But he still sits on pit road here. As Zach Allman comes down pit road, Chip Parks, you see him leaving 11.3. Now, if I did my math right, this should be a 4-tire stop for Allman. There you go, left side tires going on the truck. And he will pull away here at lap 100. Chris Evans locking him up, getting to pit road. Going to be 4 tires, I believe. Nope, only 8.7, so Chris does not take tires. So let's see what Noah does. So that tells me that Evans will likely take tires on that final stop, coming up here in about 23 laps or so as Icavacci leaves pit road. Right side tires going on to 52. We'll see how much time Allman was able to gain by pitting errors. As a matter of fact, there he is in the background. Crossing the start-finish line now. Down to turn 1, and the 52's got to use all of this warm-up lane all the way to turn 2. So Allman's going to have about a 3 to 4 second lead likely here. Actually, it's already 4. Make it 5 to 6. There goes Zach right there. So it looks like right now 3 trucks out of the race. Kyle Carroll, Dylan Glass, and I mean he's unofficially out, but he's still on pit road there. J.D. Green in the 77. And this is unofficially, if I do my count right, 9 times 5 is 45 points, which would be the most now that Calhoun can lose. I'm going to look over here at the points. It was a 42-point lead. So right now, still believe it or not, Keith Calhoun could lose the championship. But there is Keith as we speak in the 3rd position. So very unlikely, but it could happen. So Allman has a 5.3 second lead over Noah Mayari. And they pitted 2 laps separation, so Noah's going to be a little bit faster, but I don't know if it's going to be substantially. As I say that, he gains about a tenth through 1 and 2. Now already down under 5 seconds, so Noah's starting to make his way towards the 18 truck. As Sam Barnes is on pit road, Christopher Dean coming in now. Fastest lap of the race tonight. Unless something changes, Zach Allman, 32.6. That was earlier in the race. I think it was lap 1, actually. Otherwise, it's just been clean and green for him. And for most of these guys, you see him put a lap on Sam Barnes, who just came off pit road. Sam is 7th right now. And as you see on the screen, 3 laps down. So again, if you want to be a part of the series, check out GreatLakesSimRacing.com and check out the iRacing portal for these guys. And I'm sure they'll be accepting invites. We'll get a new set of drivers in here next season, and we'll go racing in 3 weeks at Talladega, the 14th of October. Everybody's pretty much spread out on the track now, so this is about the closest we have. Not really any battle for positions going on. But you know what? We'll take advantage of this. Let's, I had fun doing what I just did there, so let's go over here and pull up Zach Allman, the Floridian. And this is all right here on GreatLakesSimRacing.com. Again, a great job by Travis putting this whole thing together. But he's got all these bios of all the drivers that were in the league this year, or this season. He's got everything in numerical order, so from 99 all the way to 18. Takes a little bit. And Zach Allman's bio is, well, blank. Literally blank. Gotta love it. Zach Allman, the mystery man. That's funny. He's not the only one that's blank, by the way. Kind of like you get those wrestlers from the old school WWE days that were from parts unknown. Weight unknown. Outfit unknown. Type of thing. So reviewing the season, it all started back in July at Talladega Super Speedway. Chris Evans winning that race on a last lap pass on Christopher Dean, actually. It was a Chris and Chris show. And won that race. Keith Calhoun was actually in the top 5 in that race and had connection issues. So let's hope that don't happen tonight. Then we went to Eldora, and Keith Calhoun led every single lap of the 92 to win that race. And we went up to Michigan, and Anthony Marshall won that race with a pass with 2 laps to go. Then we went to Watkins Glen, and Keith Calhoun lapped the field. Starting to get a trend here, right? As he won that race. And in Richmond the next week, Calhoun wasn't the strongest truck, but made the appearance at the end and took the lead and won that race. Daytona was a big old wild card. J.D. Green, the 77, won that race. Then we went to Charlotte, and all of a sudden the Zach Allman show took over. As he won Charlotte, Darlington, Bristol, and now here is, 52 laps away from finishing the season with 4 straight wins on the campaign. Unfortunately, it still might not be enough to win the championship. But there's Noah Maori filling in for Alan Best, running in the 2nd position. There's Keith Calhoun. Just looking to keep it clean. Chris Evans about 11 seconds back from Keith. He's some 25 seconds off the lead. There in the 4th position, you see Travis Ikavachi. Travis in 8th after having some issues. He spent a little while on pit road, and he now sits 6 laps down. And Chip Parks in that 30 truck. Running a lap down in the 5th position, so 4 trucks on the lead lap. As we sit about 8 laps from the next green flag pit stop, or right around 8 laps. You could pretty much pit from this point and go the rest of the way on fuel on 1 stop. Dean goes to the bottom, takes another lap back from the leader. Unfortunately for him, though, 8 laps down. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to try something. And it's either going to go well or bad. I'm just going to be honest. If I can get Discord to work for me. There we go. I'm going to pull down. JD, you got a copy?
Yeah, how are you?
Hey, unfortunately, unfortunate deal there with the 48, and I see in the message here that the unfortunate deal there. Looks like just miscommunication between you guys.
Honestly, my car got like uneasy, and I started going back and forth, left and right. I hit the wall, and it sent me into him.
Yeah, it's a bummer deal there. Well, let's talk about the good things real quickly here. As obviously 47 laps to go. Daytona. Yeah, you know, about a month ago, you just all of a sudden there you are in the, taking the lead and winning that race on a wild finish. You look at it a month later. How cool was that?
Oh yeah, I mean Daytona, Talladega. I'm usually, I would say, top 5 in those races all the time. Play real calm and collective, stay in the back the whole entire race, and then work your way up and make sure you avoid that big accident, you know. Definitely a cool experience, and I look forward to next season. Hopefully there's more winners next season other than just 1 or 2 drivers, but, you know.
Well, that's usually how a first season goes. You're going to get those ones that are really good, and then obviously, you know, I'm sure Travis plans on doing some recruiting and stuff, and getting some more guys in here, which could mix it up a little bit. And but not to mention, let's be honest, you do start at Talladega the first race next season.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. That's going to be like my make it or break it right off the get-go. So hopefully I get a top 5 or even, you know, top 3. That would be amazing. Start the season out well.
That's how you do it. You start the season off with a bang, and it can only go up from there and continue on. But no, I just want to stop in to say congrats on that win at Daytona. I know tonight didn't go well for you. But you know, we appreciate watching you here this season, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Chris.
Absolutely, JD Green, classy driver there, and could easily be angry about what happened earlier, but you know, you can hear the smile, you can hear the unhappiness too, which is totally understandable. But you know, definitely a proud driver there after that win at Daytona. We have a battle for the lead shaping up here. Noah Mayari has caught Zach Allman. Lap times about 2/10 difference that last time by. We'll see lap times at the line this time. Zach 34.5 and Noah 34.46, so 4/100ths that time, so they were pretty even. You see the line difference. Zach about 2 grooves up, and Noah's actually straddling that seam that separates the 18 and 19 degrees of banking here at Homestead. See if they do the same here. Up, Zach goes down to that seam, actually misses it just a little bit. And Noah goes a half lane up, and that's because Allman's coming to pit road. Lap 125. Should mention Keith Calhoun has already pitted himself. We didn't get to see that stop, but 15 seconds on pit road, so he took tires. Allman, no tires, 8.4. So either Zach is out of tires or he's saving an extra set in case of a late race caution. Got to be careful. Those old tires, this thing will spin out on you really quickly. But he is actually going to beat Noah off of pit road and stay on the lead lap. Cavacci on pit road, Parks on pit road, Evans on pit road, and here comes the leader back here on pit road. .45-mile-an-hour speed limit. One of the more tighter pit roads that you'll see on the ovals. Of course, back in 2001 at this track, there was a very scary pit road incident that involved Ricky Rudd's pit crew. Also, Casey Atwood, if you remember him, he was driving for Ray Evernham in the number 19 Dodge. Teammates to, no, I'm sorry, was that 01? Now you got me thinking, because 01, Casey Atwood finished third to Bill Elliott. Might have been, it was somebody else, because Ricky Rudd, that was the race in 2001 that pretty much introduced helmets on pit road. There was contact between a couple cars, and another car pretty much swept right through the right side of Ricky Rudd's car and injured multiple pit crew members. And at that time, it was not mandatory to wear helmets on pit road. And after that, it was mandatory. Now I got to remember that. Who was it? I'm going to sit here and think all night. For some reason, I thought Casey Atwood was a part of it. But I remember him finishing third in that race, so it wasn't him. So after that round of stops, it looks like everybody but Zach Allman took tires. So Zach is going to be on no tires here. He is probably going to get caught really quickly here by Noah. And we haven't had a chance yet. Let's jump up here and take a ride around Homestead from the sky. The big old lake there off the back straightaway. They have an Air Force base right over here off of turn 4. And again, this used to be, I believe it was a factory that was here on this location. And then August 24th, a date I'll never forget, 1992. And the reason why I know that date is I grew up about 2.5, 3 hours from this location to the north, directly up I-95. And I remember as a 6-year-old at that time that my mom, we all went to bed that night not knowing what was going to happen, and all of a sudden Hurricane Andrew was a Category 4, a very high Category 4 storm, made a turn and hit this area of Florida, Homestead-Miami. Up where I lived, we got a lot of wind and rain, if I remember correctly, but this area was absolutely destroyed. As a matter of fact, 11 years later, 2003, I was a college student in Fort Lauderdale, which is about 45 minutes north of the track, and I drove down to Homestead and went to the the second race. I take that back. The third race, 2005, where Kurt Busch won the championship. I actually went. As Allman just hit the wall there off 4, it looked like. Look at this lead here. It's starting to shrink. But Kurt Busch won the championship that year, is where he lost the tire off turn 4. And I went down there, and there were still areas 13 years later, you see Allman losing the lead. So Noah takes it. And there were still areas being built 13 years later from Hurricane Andrew. It was just like astonishing to see. But this track was then built back in 1995. It was originally a rectangle. It was a little Indianapolis. And then, there were some serious injuries and a couple of deaths, unfortunately, at the track. And they decided to make it a flat 1.5-mile oval that was shaped like this, but flat. And then in 2003, they repaved it and put the banking in. And that's what we have today. So you see how much time Noah gains. Watch the times at the line this time behind Noah running a 33. Waiting for it to 33.35. Zach Allman 34.7. So 1.4 seconds on that one lap alone. Noah pulls away. So that just shows you what the tires can do. And as a matter of fact, we are about 5 seconds away. We're going to see Keith Calhoun catch his teammate here. And we're going to have a battle for second. And Lucas Josephson, I just realized, has spent a lot of time on pit road. Let's check on the 88 here. I don't see much wrong with his truck. I don't know if he got the wall or something, got heavy damage. But he's been on pit road for the last 6 or 7 laps. So Noah leads. There's Zach coming into turn 1. And if you look right back there, you might have saw it for a quick glimpse. There is Keith Calhoun. Throw the battle box up here so you can see where everybody's at on the track. So there's your separation right now. Keith is keeping it smooth, and look at him. You see that number right there next to Allman's name? That number is just dropping. So here's how the stints have all gone. Pretty much everybody pitting around the same time. The big difference, you see Barnes down there. Sam Barnes only went 13 laps on that last set of tires, or that stint of fuel or whatever he did there. And obviously when you do the time on pit road and stuff, that could shrink that down a little bit too, obviously, when you spend a lot on pit road. But likely to see pit stops in the next 10 laps or so. Not sure if Zach Allman just had an issue. He just lost a lot of time off the turn 2 there. Let's back up here and see. No, nothing happened. Just maybe just tried a different line coming off the corner or something there. But here he comes. Calhoun should be able to slide right underneath here. And this will give him the second position. And this is already some 11.5 seconds behind Noah Miari. So what? 6 laps ago, 5-6 laps ago, we had the pass for the lead, and now, just like that, the pass for second. Again, appreciate the viewers watching tonight. I am able to chat if you want to talk a little bit as we're watching the race here. Any questions you might have about the league, if you're not a driver in the league listening or watching, as a lot of them do. I know Alan Best out there watching, the driver of the 52 truck. Last 3 or 4 weeks, it's been Noah being in the truck, and Noah's looking to get this 52 a victory tonight. Noah coming up on the back of Travis Icavacci. Travis is 6 laps down in the 7th position. So here's where we stand now. Lucas Josephson is off the track right now in 17th, in 9th, 17 laps down, and he is still off the track. So as of right now, as Sam Barnes comes to pit road, if once we complete 3 more laps, that will officially, I believe, hand the championship to Keith Calhoun. Now, of course, I know a lot of you are like, well, Keith had the championship won before the race started. Technically, he didn't. When you look at points, I mean, you look at any game. I'll use another football game for an example. The Dallas-Atlanta game this weekend. Atlanta 20-0 in the first quarter. Oh, yeah, they got this game won. No, they don't. And they didn't win, as a matter of fact. So, spoiler alert in case you didn't know. You know, that's why I've been keeping track all night, doing my part to tell you this is where everybody's at as Zach Allman comes to pit road. The man who is, I believe as of right now, led the most laps in this race. Looking to make it 4 wins in a row to finish the season. Right side tires on, left sides, here they go. He will use what I believe is his last set of tires. Here he goes. A good stop there, 14.4, really good stop. Well, that's not how you get off pit road, though. Yeah, all kinds of sideways, huh? And now Keith comes to pit road, the 99 in for likely to be the final stop of the season. So Keith has a set of tires. You see the right side going up. And left side's going up. So there you go. Four tires for him. So the question now, does Noah have a set of tires left? So wait and see when Noah comes to pit road here. As they come up on the back of the second place truck right now. Actually was running fourth before pit stop started, Chris Evans. And this will put him a lap down and leave 3 trucks once everything cycles through on the lead lap. So again, the first race of season 2 is we're going to see Noah come to pit road here right with Evans. Oh, Evans tail whipped the wall there. Noah was getting everything out of that truck. So let's see what the 52 has. He has tires. Right side's going on. So all these guys had 4 tires. So Noah might have the advantage here as he is going to pit. He's going to lose the lead, but he's going to pit some 6 laps after Zach Allman. Matter of fact, here comes Zach right now into 1 and 2. Noah's actually going to clear pit road before Zach by a long shot. So now I'm going to have to check the rule book here. If Noah can finish off these 15 laps, we're going to see a sub driver come to victory lane, and I'd have to check to see who would get the points for that. Is that Alan Best points for the sub, or what would happen here stat-wise? But Zach is 6.9 seconds back. Keith Calhoun right there behind him. And we'll celebrate a champion tonight with Keith, as he is officially the champion of the series. But I'm sure he wants to try to go get the victory in this race. I don't know what the rules are, though. That's what I'm like. If he subbed for you and you technically get the points, then is this another Denny Hamlin, Eric Almirola situation from about 10 years ago, where Hamlin got caught, I think, with a practice at Sonoma and had to fly to Milwaukee for an Xfinity race at the time, Busch Series, and Almirola started the race in the car, and I guess sponsors made him get out. Hamlin took over the car and went and won the race. And we got the fight on now for second. Calhoun trying to get around the 18 here, as we'll have 10 laps to go next time by. Next season, the finale will be at Chicagoland Speedway. This battle continues on. Meanwhile, Maori is pulled away 9.5 seconds now as Keith going to drive underneath Allman. These peak performance guys definitely showed they were the best team this season. So congratulations to all of them. I believe it was Darlington a few weeks ago. They had a 1-2-3-4 finish. Calhoun gonna make the pass on Allman. Let's look at that Union Chevrolet. There it is, that 52. So, Alan, real quickly, since you're chatting here in text, talk about what this sponsor is. Who, I guess it's Union, or is it Unixon? I think I see the X there. So is that what it is, Unixon? Or is it an acronym? We crossed the line, 6 laps to go. As you see the lead all the way, 11.7 seconds. Comes up to put the 30. We'll be 2 laps down in the race. There you go. He's made the pass on Parks, and as you see, there is nobody within Miami-Dade County. Or as basketball fans call it, Wade County, because when Dwayne Wade played there. I don't think that's the case anymore. Good stuff, my friend. Allman's gone back past Calhoun for second here. So I don't know if Allman was playing with him, maybe tire-wise, or something happened here. I thought Keith was just going to drive away. Well, we'll keep an eye on that fight. Some 13 seconds back. what do you know? It looks like we're on our way to another caution-free race in this series. Yeah, it's something that Keith and I have had conversations about. Usually, you're going to get cautions in series, but not... Oh, so it is Union. All right. Well, I'm glad to know that because I've learned from doing the radio all these years that you don't pronounce things you don't know how to say, so I didn't say it until tonight. But it's good to know it's Union, so I'll know that for next year or next season. Whenever that, yeah. Well, Calhoun's falling back now, so Allman pulling away here. He must have played possum with Keith and saved his tires up and then blew by him and now is driving away from him. But either way, white flag, final lap for the 52. In a truck that was started by Alan Best throughout the season, as you hear him and I have been chatting with each other here in the stream, was taken over about 4 races ago by Noah Maori, and he's had some good runs but had some tough luck. Tonight, he's kept the truck clean. He's done everything he is supposed to do, and now he's going to bring it home for a checkered flag. Noah Maori scores his first win in the Great Lakes Truck Series at Homestead-Miami Speedway, and off of turn number 4, the dominant driver of this season, Keith Calhoun, the first champion of the Great Lake Truck Series. And I believe Chris Evans is out of fuel. There is a chance that Chris Evans is out of fuel. And all of his teammates go by like, hey, yeah, you're on your own. No, maybe not. He slowed up for him. And I think we're going to get a team photo here, it looks like. And there's the 4 trucks. As they're all over on Discord right now, like, hey, you pull up a little bit, you pull back, you back up, you come up a little bit. And there's always the one photo bomber. Meanwhile, Noah's over here like, dude, this is my time. Hey, how about a 6 burnout? So up, Sam, you got to go straight. Meanwhile, Keith just destroyed his right front. Meanwhile, Chip Parks is like, I want out here, and he can't even get off pit road. Poor guy. Well, what a way to end the season here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Let's take a look at the results. Noah Maori wins at 15.3 seconds over Zach Allman. Breaks that streak up at 3. Keith Calhoun finishes 3rd. Chris Evans, Chip Parks, Sam Barnes, Travis Icavacci. Christopher Dean finished in 8th. Lucas Josephson, J.D. Green, Kyle Carroll, and Dylan Glass going to be your top 12 at the end of this race, as these guys are just having a lot of smoky fun. And I believe Noah has left the building. And I know Noah is in Discord, so let's go over here and let's talk to the man that won this race tonight. Noah, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Noah, congratulations. You've had your share of good races, but not the best finishes tonight. You put the whole thing together, and Al and I have been sitting in here, well, not in the booth, but you know, on YouTube, talking a little bit about the 52 truck, and here tonight you get your first win.
Awesome. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. This is one of my favorite tracks. Unfortunately, I feel like could have run a little bit better the past 2 weeks, but you know, I'm glad to get it done this week.
Well, I remember, I believe it was Darlington. I saw you the first time. It could have been Charlotte, but I remember Darlington in particular, where you ran up front. I mean, you were one of the two faster trucks at the beginning of the race, and unfortunately, the lady bit you, as she mostly does. And it seemed like those kind of races, I saw you running up front. The finish wasn't coming. And then tonight, you mentioned you're at your favorite track. You ran pretty much top 3 all night, and then when that time came, you were there.
I think, honestly, Alman had the better car. He was a little bit faster than I was, but strategy certainly went my way tonight. And yeah, it was a lot of fun racing with those guys.
How tough was it knowing you only had 4 sets of tires in pit road and knowing you were going to have to pit 5 times?
It was definitely tough. You made a little bit of a mistake early on. Took tires on the first pit stop and really shouldn't have. So that made me go 2 runs on 1 set of tires, which was really, or I guess 3 runs on 1 set of tires, which was really tough. But all in all, it wasn't too bad. You just had to save the tires a lot more than you typically would in a race.
On road course racing, we call that triple stinting a tire set. But no, you did a fantastic job tonight, man. Congratulations, proud of you. I know Alan's proud of you as he's watching us over here, and send shout outs whoever you'd like to.
Yeah, just thank my PPM teammates and Alan for giving me this opportunity.
There you go. Noah, congratulations. Your first career win comes at Homestead. And any plans for next season? Are we going to see you in the series in your own truck, or are you going to be in Alan's truck, or what's any plans there announced yet?
We'll just have to see how the schedule works out and if I'll have time, but I would certainly love to. This is definitely a fun series.
A very good iRacing answer from Noah. He's prepared. Well done, sir. Congratulations on your win. Noah getting the win there. Noah Miori, the winner tonight. We'll get the guy who finished second in points. Looks like unofficially, but I'm pretty sure if I do the math right, he's going to be second in points. Zach Allman, the Floridian, tonight, unfortunately, not going to get 4 in a row. But you definitely showed your speed again this evening, and talk about the racing out there and how close you came.
First off, I'd just like to congratulate Noah on getting his first one in the league. But then, yeah, the race was very fun tonight. It was fun racing Christopher for the first, second run till he got taken out, sadly. But I mean, it is what it is. But from then on, I thought we had a pretty good chance. It's just that last run, or the second to last run, decided not to take tires, hoping there'd be a caution. With this league being the way it is, there wasn't a caution, so.
Yeah, it seems to be the exact opposite in this league. I think me and Keith have talked about this a little bit, and it's like, you get new series put together, and you guys have known each other a decent amount, but it's like, I think the only race where we had cautions this year, which you would think there would be cautions at this, and it really wasn't many, was Eldora.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think we only had 1 caution that race.
Right, so I mean, even then, it was only 1 caution. So, I mean, I'm trying to think through off the top of my head what race. I mean, Talladega and Daytona probably, because of the bump drafting was probably the most cautions we had all season. But still, the clean racing. I mean, and this league's only going to get better when you bring in more drivers and they see the setup here.
Yeah, but next season it should be exciting, with Noah hopefully joining the league. I know he's filling in for Alan. Hopefully everything going on in his life is okay, but I feel like next season with all the new guys coming into this awesome league, there's gonna just be more competition, which hopefully means not as many cautions. But I mean, if we get more cautions, it might be a good way to switch up strategy.
I think you found a way to silence the crowd. You mentioned the word cautions in the crowd, and my ears just went quiet. So I think you shocked them with that comment. Well, congratulations. You were the leading Toyota in this race, so I'm sure you're proud of that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Gotta support TRD.
You were the only Toyota in the race.
I don't care.
Congratulations and shout out to whoever you'd like to.
Well, besides Toyota giving me the best equipment in the field, I'd like to thank Twin Cities Aviation, Serious Partner, my teammates, of course, and I'd love to shout out Noah because again, did a great job beating me today. Hate to say that, but it's just straight up true. I also want to thank Ace Racing, TI Racing, and LMC Gear.
Yeah, some great sponsors there and some great people there are part of that team you have there. And congratulations on that second place run and second in points, something to be proud of. And there's one way to go up.
Hopefully we can finish one spot ahead next season.
There you go. Zach Allman finishing in the second position tonight and second in points. And let's get the champion up here. If I can get it to cooperate with me. Every time I shrink the screen down from Discord, I didn't cooperate. There we go. Keith Calhoun, the champion, is here. Somebody's probably hitting the desk right now and playing Eminem. But hey, congratulations on that. You got the championship. It's yours. First champion in the series history. And you definitely pulled it off tonight with a P3 run.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm super excited. I was battling with Almond at the end, and I thought I had him, but I think I probably passed him a little too soon and should have saved it a little later.
So obviously tire strategy was big tonight. Noah mentioned that he had to triple stint a set of tires tonight. Was it the same for you, or did you? I know you did take tires the second and fourth stop. I was keeping track of that, and then I started losing track because I'm not good at taking notes. So how was your tire strategy tonight?
I took tires every other time. I never tripled. I only doubled. And then I still had, so I had 2 tire sets for the final 2 cautions.
Were you worried that that kind of situation might come up to where all of a sudden you pit with 25 to go, 10 laps later, 15 to go, caution comes out, and it's like, oh, what happens here? We have no tires left.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even think about a caution. Like there was no thought of there even having the possibility of a caution just because how this league has gone this whole season. Like I had no doubt that we were going to go green.
Well, and the other question, let's go back to that first pit stop. I think there was about a 5-second period where I think I could have played Benny Hill music. As watched, I think it was you and I think Travis came to pit road, and then Zach had all types of issues getting to pit road 2 straight laps. Dylan Glass was cutting donuts over off of turn 4 trying to get on pit road. All kinds of issues going on there. Was that just a lack of practice getting on pit road?
I guess so, man. I thought I had it. I was going in good, and then I got rear-ended a little bit. But I don't know, man. Maybe they just didn't practice pit stops on older tires or something. Who knows?
I know the one thing I heard was not cool, man. It was the one thing I heard out of the whole thing. But anyways, hey, congratulations. Yeah. You got the championship. Now you get to relax for a couple weeks, come back to Talladega next week, or in 3 weeks, right? 2 weeks off. Yeah, 3 weeks. And how you feeling? Getting ready for season 2?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be very difficult to do as well as I did this season, next season, because it's going to be a lot more competition. And if Allman stays on, on fire and hot, then it'll be extremely tough. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Whether I'm a top 5 car or a top 3 car, but I'm still counting on a top 5 every race.
All right. Well, I just got a message from the owner, so I'm going to hit this button right here. And I remember Men in Black, they always said never push the little red button. But I just pushed the little red button. Let's see what happens here. The point standings have been updated, and officially... This is called stalling in live TV. You win the championship by 25 over Zach Allman. So 3 wins, awesome. 8 top 10s. Yeah, that's pretty much the main stats. 8 top 10s, 8 top 5s. Got the 1 pole this season, and one crucial factor here too is there was 10 penalty points on Zach's part that you didn't have, which I mean 22, that's still 12, but still, to win the championship by 25 in a format like this, where it's the old school NASCAR format.
Right.
You know, that's got to be something to be proud of.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like, yeah, I'm super happy. And I missed Daytona, so I had to take a provisional. But yeah, it was really fun. It was a great season.
Well, that and your internet missed Talladega, so.
Oh, did I disconnect?
Yeah, that's the race where I think you disconnected with like 5 to go.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Well, congratulations, Keith. Let's go ahead and get the dinner of the night. What do we have?
All right. Well, we had leftovers, but it was shepherd's pie again.
So when all else fails and you got a championship on the line, notes taken on my end, you eat leftover shepherd's pie. There you go. That works.
Yeah.
Nice job there, Keith. Well, hey, shout outs whoever you'd like to, my friend.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks to my team, who is now called Ace Racing. We've retired Peak Performance. So there's some news. Shout out to Travis for just producing a really great league, and can't wait for next season. And thanks for broadcasting. And I think, are you going to be with us next season?
Unless Travis fires me tonight, yes.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to next season. I just want to get it started next week.
There you go. I like the way that sounds. So, hey, congratulations. Go celebrate and with your Ace team. And you guys hit your peak tonight. Good job.
Thanks a lot, man. Take it easy.
Absolutely. Keith Calhoun winning the race. Or not winning the race, finishing third and winning the championship. And I guess he disconnected as I went to send him back down. Anywho, all right, that's going to do it for tonight. And that's going to do it for the season. Season 1 in the books for the Great Lakes Truck Series. Again, if you liked what you saw tonight, you can go to GreatLakesSimRacing.com to join this awesome series. And when I say listening to the interview with Zach, how he talked about not many cautions. This season, there were not many cautions. I can probably say you might be able to count on 2 hands the total amount of cautions this league saw this year. So very, very impressive. And I know, naysayers are going to be like, oh, there was only 12 trucks in the last race. Who cares? It's fun racing and stuff like that, and it's a good group of guys. They've had their great number of turnout, and it's only going to go up in there. So I'm definitely happy for Travis, happy for all the guys. But check out GreatLakesSimRacing.com and get with Travis Icavacci. He will get you set up for next season, and of course we'll be back next season, which is again 3 weeks from tonight. They'll get a 2-week break and then come back Wednesday, October the 14th at Talladega Super Speedway. But again, congratulations, Keith Calhoun. Congratulations, Noah Mayari, on your first career win here in the Great Lakes Truck Series. And I'm off. You guys have a great night. See you tomorrow night as we will be with the Short Track Super League at Langley Speedway. So until then, as we like to say, if somebody gets mad at you and calls this just a game, as I just muted my mic. So, yeah, just tell them it's iRacing. Of course, I had to screw up the ending one day, right? Anyways, see ya!